Welcome to Tekidia Mini MBA Brief. I'm DBC Ekekwe. The conversation today will focus on accumulation of capabilities, how Indomie Noodles won Dangote Noodles. Essentially, we'll be looking at a business lesson, how a very largely relatively small company was able to hold its ground against one of the most industrialized conglomerates in the world. When Dangote Noodles came into the business of noodles, many people thought that Indomie noodles will go. So I will explain what happened and why that company was able to overcome. And at the end of the day, it actually bought Dangote noodles. Dangote Group is a formidable company. It's a globalized, industrialized conglomerate, at least within the African space. It's a great brand in cement and sugar. One day he felt he could also get into a new business, noodles. Typically, Dangote does business in the domain that are typically associated with heavy assets. So the competitive advantage here means he has a lot of resources to buy himself, creating leverageable factors that most times competitors cannot match. With the scale he has, he could cut down price, and then you cannot just battle. And when he calls down that price, he creates a moat, protecting his customer, and there is no way you can enter. But there is something that is very, very consistent in the business model of Dangote Group. Dangote Group likes to operate not at the downstream, but at the downstream. The company began many decades ago, starting from the downstream when Mr. Dangote himself was largely a trader. But over the last few years, he has moved from becoming a trader to move on into the domain of upstream sector. Just like we know in the oil industry, when you are operating at the upstream, you are actually going to have the capacity to create more value. The upstream is where the most intense capabilities are usually required, and also that is also the place where you can create the highest level of value. So Dangote understands that. As quickly as possible, he moves from the downstream to the upstream. And that is the reason why he does things most times not everyone can do. He's not involved in the trading. He's not involved in building filling stations. He's not involved in the typical distribution at that level, but he is always associated with building factories, building production systems, and these things are associated with that upstream capability. It happens because he has accumulated capabilities. He has accumulated capabilities in the area of management, he has accumulated capabilities in the area of technology, he has accumulated capabilities in the area of market know-how. And then he has built a moat because those capabilities have helped him in what I have called the Dangote system. Everyone pays tax to Dangote because the leverages he has built as a result of the capabilities that make it possible that even government needs his help. I explained that in the book, The Dangote System, available to our members on tekidia.com. So, but what happened here is simple. When Dangote came into noodles, Indomie noodles had actually done most of the things Dangote would have loved to do. Dangote comes in with enormous capital. Indomie noodles have done that. Indomie Noodles had built his own academy to train his staff. Indomie Noodles has trucks. Indomie Noodles has electricity that he generates by itself. Indomie Noodles has typical things that Dangote would have actually improved upon. And by improving those things, Dangote will reduce price and improve efficiency. And by improving efficiency, he can now turn that product sector into one that Dangote can deliver a better value in terms of quality. So, but because Indomie Noodles have done those things, Dangote could not improve quality and could not reduce cost in noodles. And just like that, there was no other way he could actually get into the business of noodles because the noodles people had already done those things that he would have done. Noodles, Indomie Noodles, was a pioneer. He was a category king. And he made it possible because as quickly as possible, he moved from the downstream distribution and trading into the upstream. And when he got to the oil stream, he locked the moats. By locking the moats, he was able to protect his market share, which is the castle. The lesson here for every one of us today here is this, that as we move into an industrial domain, it's very critical that we begin to think of the oil stream. What are the capabilities that are necessary for us not just to win today, but also to be relevant tomorrow? When you look at companies like Google, companies like Tesla, companies like Alibaba, these are companies that are shaping the ordinance of market system by building new technology systems and artificial intelligence, making it possible that they are not just operating today, they are also going to be operating tomorrow. If you do that, you build competitive advantages. And if you build competitive advantages, you can have not just today to thrive, but you also thrive tomorrow. Thank you so much. And I also want to remind you that the Kidia Mini MBA continues to registration, and of course, the Kidia Advanced Diploma Program. We would like to have every one of you. Have a wonderful day. The Kidia Institute, WBC.